Okay, we're back to turn 16 now of heavy hitters. This is the attack again. Yeah, Titan's pushing plenty of guys out this way, like a platoon's worth, and this Greyhound and the command Greyhound here are both going to be getting into a position where they can shoot them up. Hopefully the mortars will get in on it as well. These mortars should be coming online against these targets here, so should this one. That mortar, I think we're going to be running away with, I can't remember. The Hummel, the 150mm gun, has started shooting up the top of the church tower, which has knocked out that Vickers, which is unfortunate, but expected. That Vickers is still going, just lighting up that kind of general area. Don't know how much damage we're doing down there, but you know, the good old combination of machine gun fire to pin and mortars to kill is probably doing something at least. The Hellcat might be able to get into position this turn. It's going to be popping up here, and he might be able to see this stuff here. That'd be nice to see. The Jackson is actually going to be moving back up here in a fit of indecision, because what I'm thinking is that Titan, as he's pushing this way, he's going to come under fire from quite a lot of different angles, and chances are he's going to push something forward. He's got the King Tiger, which he's moved forward a little bit, and that Panzer IV there as well. My thoughts are that he's going to push at least one of those forward to back up his infantry, and when he does, I want to be able to smack it up. So yeah, let's just press go and see what happens. Yeah, there was that shell that was in the air at the end of the last turn, but the church tower is pretty sturdy, so... And oh yeah, that's something we haven't seen before. That was looks like a light reconnaissance vehicle. He had one of those in the last game as well, so... Definitely looks like he's committed down here. Oh, yeah, there goes the Greyhound there. You can't put Greyhounds up against tanks. He's pushed his tanks a bit further forward and smacked up the Greyhound. That's, can't say we weren't expecting that. We'll have a look at it as well, because kind of annoyingly very, very hull down Greyhounds I've been having. And those guys have popped up again. Oh, let's have a look. We've got HQ squad there. This, oh wow, those guys legged it across there pretty quick, didn't they? That's probably a so those guys are there, and that's there. That's probably using the assault command there. So he's really trying to get into the sunken road, where he's going to be enfiladed by machine gun fire from that jeep. So yeah, have fun with that. Then we've got little armoured car again. Interesting. But yeah, let's see, what did we get out on this slope here. Something did ping off the front of the King Tiger again. Ah, so yeah, good luck with that. The Greyhound's seen the King Tiger and it's engaging it. Upper left. This, unless it gets a ludicrously lucky shot, it's going to do absolutely nothing. I don't think that even left a mark. Got another hit on it. Well, we'll just reverse that one out of the way before it gets whacked. Oh, yeah. There we go, pinged off there. At least you get a good rate of fire with the little 37mm gun. Let's just check the other. That final ping, same place. This will probably bounce off the Panzer IV as well, you know, so we're not like talking some amazing super weapon here. To reverse. Next turn, how's the Jackson doing? Greyhound's in position. We should just be able to area fire. Well, this kind of area here, that line, if we can, because obviously that's where these troops are going to stack up. And let's check this side. I'm getting much better results checking this from Titan's point of view. Yeah, there you go. Panther moves forward again. Quite far forward, actually. So you can spot that Greyhound, and then boom. Yeah, that's less hull down. That's the 150mm gun hitting stuff up. That's definitely directed at them. Then I think what he's going to do here, actually, it might be like just going to be bussing his, using that single half track to bus his infantry forward. That's just kind of indicate that we're getting something done here, at least. Just checking where the icon is for that guy. Oh, and then that mortar team has managed to turn up into position, get shot at, and be instantly upset. That's, I think there's a Josie Wales video about the mechanics of it, but combat shock, because these guys have gotten smacked up, and these guys are getting shot at. And even though they're out of contact, and their HQ has been destroyed as well, so even though they're completely out of contact, it's rather upsetting for them. And yeah, look at all that infantry in there. The MG is still going though, which is nice. The Hellcat is almost in position. Okay. So I have guys popping up here and here. So what have we got to remember to do here? Well, first of all, let's Let's get that greyhound. Up here as well. It is a deep sunken road, it should be okay, and then we can enfilade it. And cover that corner where he's probably going to deposit his troops again. Let's get you guys back in there. In fact, slot you in there so you can machine gun stuff coming down there again. Let's pop you up there where we can start machine gunning things. There again. Can you see anything from that wall? Yes, you can. So let's face that way and get that down water set up. What's this? Was this the same scout team as earlier? Looks like it. That's fine. You need to reverse. And we'll pop you up somewhere different. You guys need to deploy, and when you do, you need to bomb the snot out of that whole area there. And you need to also bomb the snot out of that area there. Shermans are still rolling. That Jeep doesn't have an MG. Yeah, that's probably about all we can do there, I think. It just kind of disappoints me that I'm still feeling the effects of having these guys out on the far left, where Titan's been pushing this way, but you know, they'll get into position in a bit, and then we can start kicking things off. Right, let's see how we're doing in the attack. I think we're just about in a position to take that first building. Okay, welcome back to turn 16 of the attack for heavy hitters. We're still pretty much just plodding on the same way as we were. This team, I think, is going to be getting into this house in the next turn. We're lifting some of the supporting fires from here and shuffling them to other targets. That's the lone survivor of the HMG team that was in there that we successfully blew the snot out of without even realising it was there. Can't quite have a bead on him, but we know he's there. And what's he got? He's just got a carbine or a Garand. I can't remember which. So we should be able to take him out fairly easily. Pretty confident that there's nobody actually in that building anymore, but we'll find out. These teams here are going to be hopping into the half track so they have a bit of cover. Because this tree, this copse little blob of cheese is getting mortared. That's about it. What's interesting to think about here is that we've probably spent a reasonably similar amount of points on infantry, and just to compare the blob of stuff I've got here, which is literally 90% of my infantry, with the blob of stuff that Titan is pushing down this field here, is actually quite... he does actually have a significant force out there. Kind of seeing how the attack, and both the attack and the defense are interacting. But anyway, let's just press go. More mortars in the middle. Yeah, I think somebody's shooting at that infantry little blue marker down there. Yeah, I think that might be the same spot popping back up in the church tower on the bottom floor. We'll have a look. Yeah, that's disappeared. We probably nailed that guy. Just listen to all of those MGs going off there. Wow. Nothing overly exciting happened there, I don't think. The guys storming up to the building. Our lone carbine wielding GI is inside. That guy is peering into the building with his binoculars. Good job, man. Might need the MP44 there, though. That's my own machine gun fire bouncing off the roof. Bouncing off the top floor, rather. So, yeah, these guys have literally... Sometimes the temptation when you're attacking the buildings in... yeah, he just got... assault rifled. Welcome to the new generation of infantry firearms. Yeah, that's our building now. Aha. It's quite tempting sometimes because when you see things about like building clearance and room clearance, that it's a very hard-hitting dynamic thing. Where you stack up and then you storm the building as fast as possible. And in combat mission that it doesn't really work. Whereas here, basically, we've been looking through the windows for a turn or two, checking that the building is clear, and then we've just kind of like sidled in. Having a hunt command inside the building doesn't really matter because it's kind of treated as a single unit in terms of movement. So if you get in the building and you see an enemy, the team will stop and engage them, but as they stop and engage, they'll try and find the nearest piece of cover, which, if you are out here, would be one of these squares, or restricted to one of these squares, but in the building it's restricted to the whole building. So you can see they've come out, seen the target, nailed him, and the hunt command says they should stop, and they have, but they're stopping inside the building, so they've run up and they've occupied the windows here. Which is, what we want. Except this guy. I don't know what this guy's doing. Which one are you? That one. Anyway, we can get this team in as well. And then we can bring these guys up. And... what to do? Actually, yeah, let's put the MG up on the top floor here. Or not, actually. I think we might see more from the... bottom floor, and we'll shuffle these guys up. And yeah, next target is the church. There's a bazooka team in there on the ground floor. We're not going to let that get close enough to actually shoot at us, for obvious reasons. did we get with the mortars? One landed fairly close at the start, but apart from that I don't think there was much going on there. Guys in there and start moving you guys up. You guys can stay there. Was somebody shooting up the top of that building? Can't remember. How far is that? About 200 meters. What's the range on a bazooka? Not that far, I don't think. Let's get the Tiger up front. Fire at you. Are you liable to hit anything next to the half track? No, not really. That's awesome. Cool, that should about do. And we are standing by with our next platoon to send up. Yep. I'm actually wondering what, because we got this, somebody got shot over here, didn't they? Pretty sure they did. Whatever. I think they got medicked and the thing went away, but like, where did that come from? No idea. And that other MG team there is basically an ammo bearer team. I mean, in terms of casualties, let's have a think. This is definitely a lower casualty game, I think, than the other one. Those guys, actually, you guys can hop out and leg it down there. You're on medic duty. Just gonna medic those guys. See if we can't retrieve the. Does one of you actually have a machine gun? It's saying semi-deployed. We need to find the machine gun, basically. Don't really care about medicing the casualties. Contrary to popular belief in combat mission, it doesn't affect anything. It doesn't help. So the next target is the church. Once we've got the church, which means that we're going to have to suppress quite a lot of these buildings up front here. Once we've got the church, we're going to be able to start setting up machine gun teams in the tower, and then we're going to be able to have a a whale of a time if we get machine guns and the tank covering the main street, and then the back streets. Hopefully, whatever troops that Titan has in these buildings, they're going to be pinned in there, and we can just like snuff them out one by one. But yeah, there we go. Slow and steady wins the race. We're only on turn 16. We've got, what? A lot more turns to go. An hour and a half's worth of turns, so yeah. So, press go.